be happier than you seem right now. Jay Peckham here joining me.
Well, no, I'm not saying I'm not happy. I mean, we're up on the Knights.
Right, we are, right?
That is a happy. It doesn't matter. We'll take that anytime we can get it.
Well, here, let me tell you what I've been seeing out there before you
Besides the sea of green in our arena?
Right. Yes. Well, you know what? I think that's one of the things that makes it a nice rivalry.
Sure it does.
London
100%.
is willing to travel. We do the same when we go down to London, I think.
Absolutely. I wear full jersey when I go somewhere else.
Shots on goal, pretty even there. The Knights with 11 and we at 10. And I've just seen a lot of hard playing out there. Like both teams, quite honestly, are saying we want this. Ben Gaudreau, here we are again. Totally in fine form out there, and
100%.
definitely a big part of what's happening out there. But we got the first goal, and I think that's a positive, not just because we're winning, but that's exciting going back into the locker room with about 3 minutes left in the first period. You get that goal, like 2 minutes, I think it was closer to.
Sure.
And then we're like, whoa, we got this. Now we go back into the dressing room, and what are we talking about?
Well, I think the mood's going to be, it's certainly a lot lighter than if we were down 3 or 4 goals. Being up a goal is always good against the Knights.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think coach is probably advising them against getting too excited because that's
it's
a one-goal difference. And you know what, against a team like the Knights, they're going to come back in the second period early, and they're going to come back hard trying to get that back because they don't want to go into the third being down a goal or two. But you know what? I mean, I agree with you. I think there's a lot of hard hockey being played right now. Not necessarily smart hockey, although the Nemestikov goal was a smart goal. That was
pretty sweet.
I mean, he saw the goaltender. He took that top corner over the glove side. Oh my goodness, it was poetry. It was beautiful.
Good way to put it. For
sure. It was really well done. And I mean, we played persistently hard in that forward zone to set up that opportunity. But what I do see is it's a little slower paced game than I normally would have expected between these two teams. There's a lot of corner grinding going on. I mean, you're right, it's hard hockey, but
guy again.
I
think keep putting your picture
selling
up there.
flex packs. I don't know what the heck that's all about. I should be selling season tickets. That's
right?
What I should be selling. But when you grind in the corners as much as they do, I mean that'll wear a team out in a hurry.
Well, is this? I agree. It's a little bit slower than we would have expected. Maybe, I don't know. I was watching that and going, I kind of thought you were going to come and say that actually, and then I thought, but is that just a sign of neither one of these teams are not taking any more chances than they have to? Are they being cautious out there? Is that why it's a little slower paced?
I don't think it's necessarily as much caution as it is, trying to feel each other out maybe a little bit. We've had some changes to our lineup again this week. We got Ethan Ritchie coming in from Kingston. So that was an exciting addition. We said goodbye to Cameron Saprika, who's
did
gone
well
on
for
to
this thing.
Guelph. Yep. So, I guess all I'm really trying to say is we've got a couple of changes in the lineup. So I think we're looking at, we might be playing a little tentatively just to see how well they're going to fit into the lineups and how they're going to fare with their line partners.
Okay.
See how that goes. But, what I've seen really is just that corner grind. And it's hard. It is really hard on players, that corner grind. You play a lot of that instead of the open ice, drifting end-to-end kind of thing with that little bit more finesse. I think, we might you don't want to run out of gas.
Not against the London Knights, you don't. That's
no,
for sure.
not even a little bit.
And the changes behind the bench as well. Well, changes to just welcoming back. The assistant coaches, Brad Stovitz, back in behind the bench as well. So I wonder if that has an effect on things. Like you kind of, nothing against Dylan Sika, but
no,
I mean,
for sure,
it kind of breaks the sync there a little bit for a while.
No, you're absolutely right. Again,
I think that can be, you get used to your, you go to class, you're used to your teacher, right? And then you go
100%.
to class, and then you get the supply teacher. And
you got to change gears a little bit,
right?
right.
And maybe you don't work as hard when the supply teacher.
Well, and the other part is that we also have like Braden Guys back in the lineup.
Yep.
Coming back now off of
did
injury.
Miss him.
So we certainly missed him, and what he brought to the ice in terms of not just leadership, but tenacity and that sort of thing. He's got a little more aggressive, a little more forward style of hockey, which I think is something that we should be playing with, and it's hard, I mean, when your leader is not around, it makes it difficult. When he first comes back, you want to avoid him getting hurt again.
For sure.
But at the same time, you want to learn from, that style of hockey, because that's the kind of hockey we're going to need to play.
Well, and Braden Guy, like I said, he brings a lot of that leadership to the ice and to the locker room, I might add. We've said it before, and we'll probably keep saying it a while. This is a young team coming out here with 10 or 11 rookies out there right now.
Yep.
But I don't think that the young team. I hear it in the media room. I hear it all around. Right? Oh, we got a young team.
Sure.
But I don't think the Sarnia Sting are accepting that as an excuse for not winning.
No, I don't think so.
Sorry. Coach Letang. Like when we do the post-game press conference, he was there last time, and it was a tough loss the last time we were here at home.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, we've got, like, you can tell he's not happy to sit down and talk to us after. And it's not just the nobody likes losing. It's not just that. You really sense some frustration coming from the coach.
Sure.
Going like.
But I get the impression from watching, your interviews with Coach Letang, is that, I mean, I think the frustration he's feeling now is a little bit about, look, I'm showing you the guys the right way to play. And if you're not going to step up and do the things that I ask over and over again, then I'm going to get frustrated, and we're going to have to find a different tack. But, I mean, I think that's really what's going on.
Yes.
I mean, it's, these guys, they have to live what they're learning on the ice in order to have that impact that the coach wants them to. And I think I can understand that. He's also not the kind of guy that's looking for excuses for doing that. It's on you guys, man. You're the guys on the ice. I can tell you 100 times what to do, how to do it, when to do it, those kinds of things. But until you can figure out how to do that on your own on the ice, it's on you guys.
Also coming in your first year as a coach, you're trying to you make and we've seen it already. Some major changes have happened on there with an assistant coach coming in, another one to come in and help, and the trade thing started now, and just it's a completely different philosophy behind that bench compared to the last time you and I stood here watching the Sarnia Sting, and with 100%. Some of the players that are still here from the last time, that is also presenting some change that has to be done, and they have to be willing to change their mindset. It might be completely different. I mean, we're not in that locker room,
absolutely.
But I suspect that this coach is completely different philosophies coming from Darren Hatcher. Not that either one was right or wrong. It's just a change.
Yep.
But it seems to be a really extreme change just from talking to Coach Letang, watching the conversations and the interviews. So I think that's...
Well, and I mean, and Coach Letang, he's not without his successes.
No.
So, I mean, I think,
we're very fortunate
anybody who's not willing to, at least consider what he's trying to get our team to do, and the way he's playing the team, and the kind of systems and stuff that he's putting in place. I mean, I think you're missing the boat if you're not, jumping on board and at least giving it a try. And we'll see how it goes. Like, the one thing I'm really happy, though, that I don't see out there this year so far is we don't have any of those, hot rod guys who are, as soon as the puck gets on my stick, I'm just going to do it till it happens.
Right.
We don't have any of those show-off hot dog guys. everybody on the team does seem to be willing to put in and to set up opportunities for other teammates, and that just increases our opportunities to score.
Well, I think we're expected to see some more of that coming up in the second period.
I hope so.
If we see, like you said, keep that foot on the vertical pedal on the right, guys.
Yeah, 100%. I think if we start playing tentative hockey like we're winning this thing, that's when things go sideways. So.
Well, you don't win until you've won.
Well, 100%.
Pretty simple way of putting that.
Yeah,
all right.
Till the fat lady sings, baby.
Right, okay.
And that might just be me.
In this
that's
case,
all. I mean,
anyway.
yeah, exactly.
That's why we shoot from here up.
Big J. 100%.
All right, it's 1-0 right now in favor of your Sarnia Sting. Hashtag Rise United is how you can keep up. Follow me along on Twitter as well. And, of course, the post-game press conference will be live on the Show with David Burrows and the Video Show Network and the Sarnia Sting Facebook page. So keep an eye out for that. Always interesting to see who shows up for the post-game press conference. It's often a lot to do depending on whether we win or lose, right?
Well,
you
a
can
win
follow,
against London would be a good one. I think
you can follow Sting Hockey. They're showing it right now. YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And I'm going to start my own social media platform. I mean,
there you go.
Everybody else has got one, right? All right. We'll keep you posted. We'll be back. Jay Peckham will join me again second period. We're also going to have a member from the Blue Water Health Foundation talking about the Dream Home Lottery. On behalf of my good friend Jay Peckham, I'm David Burrows.
Go Sting, go!